Welcome back to the Craft Station. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Sarah.
Our crafts for today are on this table. What do you think we're making today? How do you think these relate to our Bible story?
Well, the Bible story today was about Paul and Silas worshiping God in prison.
That's right. By praising God with songs of worship, Paul and Silas were witnessing to people that their hope is in Jesus Christ, and it brings great joy, even in odd places. They showed contentment by not getting upset, but instead remembering that God is still in control.
So, what crafts are we making today?
Well, our first craft is prison shackles. It reminds us that even in odd places like prison, Paul and Silas continued witnessing for God. For this craft, you will need a pipe cleaner and beads. I like to use the pipe cleaner because my beads won't fall off, and it's easy to put the shackle on my wrist. But if you would like to use yarn or have a thin string, you can also use those. First, you will put the beads on the pipe cleaner. You can put them in any order you like, and you can put on as many or as little as you want. Once you finish putting the beads on, you can tie the pipe cleaner around your wrist, like a shackle. I think I'm going to add a few more beads to my shackle though. So you all can continue putting on beads on your shackles right now, but do you know what a shackle is?
I know. The dictionary told me that it is a ring or a band that prevents free use of legs or arms. But wait, what does that really mean?
That means that when Paul and Silas were in prison, they had a band that was on their arms or on their legs that kept it from moving very far. It's like in Frozen when Elsa had metal that covers her hands and then chains her to the floor.
Oh, I see. Or like in Kung Fu Panda when Tai Lung was in jail. Those chains kept holding his arms to the ground.
Yeah, those were also shackles. So now that you know what a shackle is, if you want to continue putting more beads on your shackles, then you can do that at the end of this video. But for now, let's put them away so that we can start on our next craft.
So for this second craft, we are going to be focusing more on what Paul and Silas were doing in prison. Do you remember what they were doing?
They were praising God and singing songs, right?
Exactly. They were content and joyful even in prison. So for our second craft, we are going to be making music makers. For this craft, you will need 2 paper plates, some uncooked macaroni, a stapler, and decorating materials. You can pour the macaroni into a plate like this. Then put the other plate on top upside down, like this. Now we are going to staple the music maker shut. After I staple for the first time, I like to turn the plate so that the staple is far away from me as possible. You can staple the plate 8 times making sure that each staple is directly across from another, like this. Make sure to ask your parents or an older sibling if you need help. You can decorate it however you want. You can also continue putting beads on your shackles if you would still like to do that. And there it is, your music maker.
That's all for our craft today. We made shackles and music makers. I hope that these can remind you of how Paul and Silas were witnessing with contentment, even in odd places like prison.
Have fun at your memories, First Station. We'll see you tomorrow!